The Continuous Pursuit of Parenting, Masterclass, Course 10, The Rescue Code. Today, when we analyze people and their problems, we could find that the increasing rates of distress in adults are deeply rooted in the imprints we received as children and how our feelings and emotions are suppressed. Very easily, we can blame our parents for what they did or did not do, or the bad experiences we received as a child. The people who had gone through these situations would say that if they had someone to speak to them, it would have made a huge difference in their life. That difference, or that small talk, is the thin line between being rescued and falling into an abyss. For that, we must take some time to know our children. Every child's dream is to grow up in a loving, motivating, and secure environment. A child's optimal growth and development are based on an environment that provides the maximum amount of opportunity for advancement. Parents must foster favorable interactions with their children. Parents are responsible for meeting their children's physical, emotional, psychological, moral, and other developmental requirements. Although the concept of parenting has evolved significantly throughout the years, the substance of it has not. There is a paradigm change among parents that goes to the heart of parenting. Parental authority has given weight to parental responsibility. It is not about fully avoiding parental influence over your child. It all comes down to exercising authority responsibility. As parents, you should discover a long-term approach to exercise power over your child. It should defend children's right without ignoring your own. Parents must encourage their children's creativity, autonomy, and social development. A child's whole growth is intimately related to his or her parents. When it comes to a child's learning abilities and educational achievements, parental engagement is critical. Parental warmth and compassion are crucial in the development of a child's social competence. Parents should always keep in mind that their child must live in a society with a variety of elements influencing his or her growth and well-being. As parents, we must not only watch their physical and emotional health and well-being, but also their growth and development. We should always be on the alert for any indicators of distress or tension in our children and be prepared to provide a helpful hand. They should never feel alone or isolated in this world because they have you to encourage and care for them. We hear about many teenage or adolescent suicides in the media these days. We should recognize that adolescence is a period of mental instability and that your children need your assistance the most during this time. Another point I would like to get your attention to before the end of this masterclass is our responsibility to the children. I am not talking about our own children, but the children around the world. As parents, it is our collective responsibility to ease the stress and distress experienced by our children. Every day, we read about crimes against children in the news and media. In many of these cases, even the next door neighbor or family members within the family were unaware of the child's abuse at the hands of a close relative or even a stranger. Anju simply grabbed the person sitting next to her on the bus and asked, "Please stay with me." When she noticed the dismal expression, the lady simply asked if she was okay. Sometimes all it takes is a simple word or gesture to save a child's life. But will a child always be brave enough to act or speak up? Let us not take the chance. Instead, let us provide them with every opportunity to reach out without the abuser being aware of it. The hotline or the rescue code should be something that no one is suspicious of and that does not appear out of place in our children's regular routine. These days, mounting case reports indicate children being molested by close relatives or someone they and their families know well and would never suspect. In such instances, many youngsters may not be able to call for aid without drawing the attention of the attacker. As a result, we require a flexible system in place to implement an effective hotline that in compliance with current student behavioral trends and interests. Even parents can abuse their children inadvertently at times. They believe they are disciplining the child, but in reality, they are making them feel uncomfortable and insecure in the house in every way possible. Children are afraid to speak out against their parents, much alone begging them to be more lenient with penalties or detentions. External assistance is absolutely required in this situation. Help is completely inaccessible unless the child is open to someone. So the requirement of the day is a unique and inventive platform that the child can readily reach. Innovative initiatives such as the rescue code is an important step in combating this issue. The primary impediment to assisting children harmed by domestic abuse is a lack of knowledge. Children are hesitant or afraid to speak up about a violent parent or relative. They are afraid that if they tell others about their situation, they may be caught. However, it is possible that they will share it with their friends or classmates. We discovered that internet gaming platforms can be used to rescue children from domestic violence through our investigation. For this notion, we created a rescue code that children can use if they need assistance, and the code is code AFK 505. While playing the online game, youngsters can continuously type the code AFK 505 and fellow gamers would interpret it as a cry for help, similar to the SOS call. The gaming community will serve as a conduit for information exchange between the affected child and counselors. The counselors will contact the victim and assist him or her in overcoming the problem. A decent counseling session with a trained counselor may usually help both the child and the parents to emerge out of the situation. The rescue code's objective is to leverage gamers where we kill other players to save players. The rescue code was released across several gaming platforms, capturing the interest of gamers from all around the world. Many well-known gaming channels and players have introduced the rescue code to their fan bases, and the chain reaction is still going on. This simple notion has grown into an epic campaign that has united the gaming industry, educational academics, counselors, and others in their efforts to save children. The online gaming community, which featured heroic avatars, became real-life heroes by supporting and spreading the rescue code. Our ignorance must not cause their smiles to vanish. Each child's innocence should be maintained by their parents and guardians in whatever way possible. Each parent should stay current on social trends in order to keep their children safe in this world. Discover how you may assist your child to live a stable existence while experiencing the joys of the world. Learn about and apply the rescue code, which can be delivered on a widely used platform without setting off any alarms for an offender. Let us make certain that no youngster goes vulnerable while we are watching. Now it's time for tips. The rescue code's objective is to leverage games to save children. Rescue code unties the gaming industry, educational academics, counselors and others in their efforts to save children. Now it's time for tips. The rescue code's objective is to leverage games to save children. Rescue code unites the gaming industry, educational academics, counselors and others in their efforts to save children. Each child's innocence should be maintained by their parents and guardians in whatever way possible. Now let's do an activity. Create your own family tradition. It may be a monthly night out, an excursion, anything that brings your family together. Thank you.